All right, welcome in. Creative Crypto here. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about Warren Finance anymore, but I just came across this video last night by the Drip Coach over here, and he was sharing my video that I made doing the deep dive blockchain investigation about Warren, and also Moonshot Max made a video with this guy Math and this guy Nomad, who are part of the Warren team. And I appreciate the Drip Coach for sharing the information and letting the people decide which side they want to take. And I do agree with a few things he said, that the blockchain does not lie, but it doesn't tell the whole story, which is true. But you can tell intention on the blockchain by what someone's actions are and by what the devs' actions were here with Warren Finance. So great video overall. I recommend you guys going and checking it out and giving him a thumbs up for that. But I want to jump into this video because I did not see this one either. I just watched this one last night. And after watching this video, I just had to make a video response to this because I don't want to see people get wrecked again. Because these guys are planning to do that layer 2 of Warren 2.0. And the same shit is going to happen, guys. There's so many lies in this video. Number one, by this guy here. Their big counter to my video is basically saying that it wasn't a front run, which technically, yes, they're correct. I used the wrong term in my video. It wasn't a front run, it was a front loaded contract, meaning that a bunch of people were able to get in and front load it before the general public were able to buy in. And basically when you do that, you give yourself a great advantage to make money and then to dump on people later down the line, which is what happened. Also, another lie that they said was that they staked their initial bonds, which is not correct, because I went through that dev wallet. I found 1 or 2 bonds that they did, and they were very small amounts. They weren't in the millions because they bought in for over 2 million Warren with that third buy. They did not stake anywhere near close to that. So that's a lie. And he says, oh, we staked those. Really? Can you show proof on the blockchain? They just say it. That's the problem with this team, is they just say things and they don't back it up with actual evidence like I did in my video. They talk a great game. They'd like to pull the wool over your eyes and tell you everything's all right, but in reality, they're going behind your back and doing things and manipulating it to make them as much money as possible. Because I figured out, Warren, guys, I figured out this protocol and what it was really about. The reason they wanted to have that wrapped pulse to DAI liquidity pair as the main currency to trade against Warren, it wasn't to keep Pulse sustainable and to keep it at a stable level. That was the front. That's what they told the public to get us to believe. And I bought into it. I bought into it myself. But after looking back at it, I could see what really was going on. Is they had that liquidity pair not because it was going to keep the Warren price more sustainable. It was because they could then earn money off of those funds that are in the Warren protocol that are used to come in to bond Warren and to stake Warren. They can use all that LP that came in and put it into a different contract to earn money on the farms, on PulseX, on SparkSwap. That was the real reason why they used an LP. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them try to trick you and say, oh, it's because we want to keep the Warren price sustainable and this and that. If they had just paired it with Pulse, like Carol did, where Carol was just paired with ETH, there's no way for you to earn off of all that ETH or all that Pulse in the system. When it's an LP, you can earn off of that. And that's what they did. And they weren't very transparent on the fact that they were going to be earning off of that. I didn't see that anywhere in the white paper or on any people's videos saying that the team is going to take those LPs and stake them in farming and earn off of that. I never saw that anywhere. And you know, another thing they talk about in here, they think it's such a great success that they were able to grow their Treasury Fund. You know, oh, we grew our Treasury Fund to $150,000 and this and that. Well, that's great. How does the investor from Warren benefit from that? How does the average Joe investor that came into Warren and did a bond and did a stake, how are they benefiting from your Treasury Fund that you guys are just sitting on and collecting the farming rewards from that every single day? It seems like that's just a way for you guys to make a bunch of money off of us. So don't let them fool you guys. I just had to make this video to share what's really going on, because new people in crypto might get fooled by something like this, and a lot of people do. And, you know, smooth talking people here trying to smooth everything over and make it seem like it's okay and it wasn't their fault and we're not to be blamed here and this and that. At the end of the day, they dumped a ton of Warren and took a ton of liquidity out of here. What do you think's going to happen when the dev wallet dumps 100 grand worth of Warren? You think nobody's going to notice? You think that's not going to cause a chain reaction effect that affects the protocol? But no, they don't think like that because they're only thinking about their own pockets. They're only thinking about making their own money. They're not thinking about all the other people in Warren that are holding bonds and stakes. What happens if we dump and take out $100,000 of liquidity out of here? They don't think of the chain reaction to that. And so what I think really happened was they decided that they wanted to do this layer 2, this 2.0, and ever since then, with these NFTs and everything, they decided that, you know what, this original Warren, we're just going to slow drain it, and we're going to end up draining this and put it into the layer 2. Because they made up their mind, layer 2 is better, and they even said, oh, we rushed out this first Warren and this and that. And you notice, as soon as they made up their mind with the layer 2, that's when it started to go down. That's when it stopped growing. That's when the liquidity started draining. So these guys knew what they were doing. They let the team know on the inside to start selling their bags, and it was a slow drain. Not only that, but I'm sure they had a bunch of bot accounts, because I did find a few bot accounts on the blockchain that were just selling, and they front loaded it with a bunch of bots in the beginning anyway. So who knows how much they really pulled out of here, guys. And they never addressed that the default referral address is the dev wallet as well. So they were making tons of money just from being the default referral address. So they really didn't need to dump that initial bond. That's just greed. That's just wanting to get more money out of this. Them saying, oh, we didn't take profit for 2 weeks. That's a bunch of bullshit. They took plenty of profit from the LP they were generating by being the default referral address. Not only that, they were making a ton of money from the farming, from the LP that's in the farms. So don't listen to this bullshit telling you, oh, we didn't take profit for the first 2 weeks and this and that. Yeah, you didn't dump your bags for the first 2 weeks. Congratulations. Man, you should get a reward for that. You should get an award. Congratulations. You didn't dump your bags in the first 2 weeks. Man, you guys are awesome. What an awesome team. They're making tons of money hand over fist with this. The reason why they decided to drain it is because they thought that a layer 2 is going to be better. So they wanted to take the liquidity out of this one, and they're going to put it into the next one. And the same shit's going to happen. So if you guys want to get into layer 2, be my guest, but I will not be touching it. And it's just funny just looking at some of these comments. I mean, you can see who's on the payroll, guys. You can see who is on the payroll for Warren just by looking at these comments. I was never paid to make any videos on a Warren. I made videos because I thought it was an interesting protocol, and I thought this team was legit and in this for the right reasons, but it turned out that they weren't. All these other people, I mean, look at these guys, okay? These guys, you don't even know if half these people are real. Okay, this Mo Crypto, he'll do anything to stand up for this team. Okay, how much is he getting paid on the payroll? Big time. All right, Stunna Breezy, win Warren 2.0. Oh, good God. You can't be serious, bro. You cannot be serious. But I guess Stunna doesn't care because he got a cool $5,000 to make videos for Warren. They paid him $5,000 to make videos for Warren. Pretty crazy. Okay, all these people. Blockchain Babe, she's on the payroll. All these guys, man. It's just sickening, okay? Been through this before, and I didn't think we were going to happen here again. Okay, Deer Slayer, he's on the payroll in the Telegram. Okay, saying, nobody was worried about the fund allocation when they were aping in. Now they're nitpicking it to justify their anger for their losses. Thanks for the transparency from the start, team. Really? Did you hear any YouTubers talking about how they're going to have the fund allocation for the LP go to a farming for them? And where was that money going to farming rewards? They should have been using those farming rewards to buy Warren and burn it. But instead, they were just using it to collect for their own gain and paying for the team and paying for all these marketers and everything else to continue to shill this. And in the midst of a bond promotion, nonetheless, they start dumping during a bond promotion. I mean, this is just, if you guys want to be a part of this, go ahead. But this team, in my opinion, is not to be trusted because they're going to pull off the same thing again and make up the same excuses. And this guy here, Nomad, he talks about at the end of the video, well, if this was really a rug and we were trying to scam, we would have just shut down the Telegram. We wouldn't still be here talking and this and that. Well, because this was a slow rug. This is what you call a slow rug, where they make it seem like it wasn't a rug to make it seem like their reputations aren't tarnished because of this. And they want to make it seem like they're innocent and they had nothing to do with this. So why not just be up front and be in the Telegram and just act like everything's okay? That's why, guys, because if they did just disappear, we know, okay, they scammed us, they rugged. But the fact that they're there in the Telegram, it makes you seem like on the outside, oh, these guys are trying to make this better. They didn't do this on purpose. This was all an accident, this and that. Bunch of bullshit, guys, okay? If you want to fucking believe that, then be my guest. I have some land to sell you on the moon. The fact is, the dev bought in huge in the beginning. They front loaded it to all the influencers and the people that got in the private sale. A lot of them didn't do any staking. The dev never staked that large amount that they bonded, and they dumped. When the bonds came due, they dumped. If they were really in this for the people, guys, when those bonds came due, they would have just burned it, or they would have staked it. They wouldn't have sold it because they were making a ton of money without even having to dump their bonds. But greed is a hell of a drug, and they will do whatever they can to siphon as much money as possible off of this protocol. And that's what they did, and they drained it to zero. They also never addressed what I brought up in my video and showed you on the blockchain was the 385 billion Warren that were somehow sold and somehow available on the blockchain. Where the hell did that come from? So just a lot of deceit and a lot of lies in this video, guys, to just save face, to make it seem like, oh, we didn't do anything wrong. It's not our fault. Please continue to trust us, and we're going to come out with a layer 2 that's going to be so much better and this and that. So what you have to look for the layer 2 is what currency are they going to use to pair with the Warren token. If it's an LP pair, right off the bat, stay away, because this is all just a money grab for them to get more LP for their own farming, to make their own money outside of Warren. That's all this was just a quick little cash grab for them to move on to the next thing. And now they're set up for life here, getting farming rewards every day, making a ton of money off of our money that we put in here. So that's just awesome. Great job, team. You guys were a great success. So yeah, guys, that's really it. Just wanted to share my thoughts and response to this video that came out 10 days ago here. It's just a learning experience to always be on the lookout in this space. You can't trust what people say. You need to trust what you see on the blockchain. Don't trust, verify. That's been a motto in crypto for a long time. You can't just go what people tell you. You got to look and see what they do on the blockchain behind your back when you're not looking. What are they doing? That will tell what kind of character they really are and what character they really have. And that's what you can judge someone by what they actually do and not what they say. So I hope you guys didn't lose too much in Warren Finance. I took a loss on it, but we're going to try to make it back here with some free airdrops and things that we can try to get into early and make some money. So guys, that's it for this video. Thank you for all the support and the comments and the sharing of my first video here doing the deep dive blockchain investigation. I make these videos in my spare time when I have time between my regular job, and so it does take a lot of time, so I do appreciate the support and the great comments from you guys. I know that we'll be able to make back what we lost here in Warren through other means, and that's the way the world works. It'll come back around to us. So karma is real, and it'll come back around, and we'll make more money in the long run. So guys, I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Until the next time we will talk again, take care and take charge. Creative Crypto, out.